Well, 6ix9ine's back, and rappers aren't holding their tongue. But you might be surprised to find out what rappers really think about 6ix9ine. 21 Savage went on to comment on Tekashi's imprisonment. Ironically, not long after catching some charges of his own, when it was found that he was an illegal immigrant in the US. But of course, 21 Savage has a different way of living, and a code that he lives by. And he had this to say about Tekashi's snitching. I despise you dudes telling everybody, if you a rat, I don't respect you. You are a rodent. I don't respect you in no type of way. I don't care how much money you got, how many dudes you put on, how many cars you got, how many chains y'all got. If you're a rat, you are RAT. Of all the rappers critical of Tekashi's snitching, none have been as consistently vocal as the Philadelphia-based rapper Meek Mill. Meek talked about 6ix9ine's arrest, implying that it had only been a matter of time. Considering 6ix9ine's legal history, can't say he was wrong. Meek talked about his history saying, Tekashi was doing stuff when he was on that. I still wasn't looking at him like he was real. I was looking at him like, it looked like he was living the life that wasn't his life. So just because he doing and being around people that doing stuff, it just looked like he was gonna get into some real bad trouble. And he's got to turn back into his real life self, like he had to do in the courtroom. I'm a good kid. I started rapping and got caught up. That's a lesson in of itself. What he thought was real was not real. However, after finding out about Tekashi's cooperation with the feds to receive a lighter sentence, Meek went all in with his insults. Starting in June of 2019, Meek first remarked that Tekashi was a vicious kid who started a bunch of drama and then started telling. Then in September, Meek called him a rat goon for dissing Meek and his former gang members. Most recently, Meek commented under a photo posted by Tekashi's girlfriend Jade, who had a long, heartfelt message about Tekashi being in jail. And it's a pretty touching message, except Meek Mill didn't see it that way. He left a comment that's since been removed saying, witness protection drip. And here recently over the last few days, with 6ix9ine finally coming back, going on Instagram Live, dropping a new song, Meek Mill has probably been the most vocal artist criticizing Tekashi for snitching and not apologizing for it, or snitching and being proud of it. It's obvious that this type of thinking that Tekashi has just doesn't make sense to Meek Mill at all. Having peaked during a time where even the biggest rappers in the game were being gunned down at random, Snoop Dogg is all too familiar with the barbaric acts various gangs can carry out in the name of their justice. Even having known this, Snoop still believes in the old school mentality, snitches get stitches, and he's essentially implied that all of Tekashi's problems regarding gangs and rappers have stemmed from his own actions to snitch. Highlighting this position was a meme that Snoop posted that read, as we watch Tekashi 6ix9ine or whatever his name is snitch on everybody, I invite y'all to remember that Martha Stewart snitched on not one soul during her trial. And the picture had been Martha Stewart alongside Tekashi. Snoop captioned the post and said, baby girl kept her 10 toes down and ate that prison sentence by herself, like the true baddie she is. While on the Howard Stern show, Snoop Dogg talked about his experience with rats and spoke on his own experience in prison saying, I mean, I've heard people telling on each other or ratting on an organization, but he ratted on another organization on top of his organization. His friends, his people, I mean, he just went berserk. That dude's saying like Aretha Franklin. When does snitching become the get out of jail pass? My thing is, if me and Seth both commit a crime, and he and I decide to tell on each other, does that mean one of us get out or do we both go to jail? If you're not a celebrity in jail, you're in the belly of the beast. When I went to jail, I wasn't a celebrity. I was regular, so I had to deal with the regular situations. It is what it is. As it turns out, Tekashi's snitching wasn't just limited to the New York Trey Blood Gang, but also to New York rapper Cardi B. When he was being questioned by prosecutors, Tekashi had confirmed the allegations that Cardi had been connected to various members of the Blood Gang, as well as even having them featured in the back of her music videos. Cardi came clear about the situation, stating that she'd been affiliated with various members of the Bloods she had identified as Brim, or aka the Hat Gang, which is under the Blood Alliance that features other criminal organizations. She admitted to joining a gang at the age of 16 years old. Cardi has stated that she wouldn't encourage anyone to do the same. In terms of social media posting, Cardi has remained pretty quiet on the subject, only releasing a tweet that clarifies that she's never been a part of the 9 Trey Bloods, as well as posting a Keke Palmer meme. Despite her admissions to gang affiliations, Cardi is yet to be seriously investigated by authorities for a serious crime. Now, having served prison time himself, if anyone could speak on Tekashi 6ix9ine's predicament, it'd be 50 Cent. The two have regularly stated that they're related, with 50 being the father of Tekashi. 50 Cent has gifted Tekashi an asthma chain, and after acting on an Instagram skit where 50 played a concerned father to Tekashi. If you thought that had solely been for entertainment, think again. 50 even went on to say that he'd take 6ix9ine over his own son Marquise, saying, he better than Marquise though, I'll take him before I take my actual son, F that dude. But Tekashi had gotten wrapped up in the drug racketeering charges later in 2018, 50 went on to admit, Tekashi 6ix9ine never had my phone number in his phone because I already knew the heat that would come because of the things that were actually happening. I didn't want to be involved in that case. So 50 kept a safe distance from Tekashi during the investigation so that he wouldn't get wrapped up in the charges that eventually circulated to Tekashi's fellow members of the 9 Trey Blood Gang. And while 50 has even taken a shot at Tekashi via an Instagram meme, still made pretty clear that he really didn't feel any resentment toward his adopted son. At the end of the day, 50 later shared, being a good judge of character is detrimental to success. People change, so you have to watch them. If you stay on point, you'll peep the change. And while 50 isn't showing any signs of disowning his new son, his real son Marquise took to social media to talk about his father's remarks, saying, did he just say he would claim a rat? Oh nah, I don't want no parts of that cheese y'all eating over there, big fella. I don't know what y'all got going on. I don't know what you got going on over there. That's some other shit. Hey, yo, dog. If you don't click on this video right now, bro, on the screen, it's gonna make me pretty upset, man. You don't want to do that. You don't want to make me upset. Come on, bro. That's not cool, dog. Come on, man. Don't do that to me. Just click on the video, bro. Come on, man. No, seriously, click on the video, dog.